To dismantle a master's house, you got to use the master's tools. All right. I went from Baltimore's worst to Baltimore's best, and I was making a documentary about your prison industry, mass incarceration, N62528. A true story. I'm not Emmett Till. I don't stutter when I talk. I'm gonna show you how racism works, and racism don't work without black cooperation. Our black leadership been protecting white supremacy. You want me scared of Donald Trump? Well, I'm scared of the Democratic Party when it comes to black bodies. All right, weaving the social fabric. They wouldn't congratulate a person doing the same thing as you, just not you, just because it's you. And that's the truth, speaking of power. I am Dred Scott, the politics of slavery. Slavery then and slavery now in the 21st century, 2026. I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all got mad. Y'all locked me up. Y'all charged me with terrorism. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. In Illinois and in Maryland. That's the real news, Paul J. Lisa Snowden, Mark Steiner, all y'all had this. Jocelyn Noor. Yeah, all y'all had this. And nobody said nothing about it. Like I said, racism don't work without black cooperation. Media wars are real. Y'all demonize black people in such a way. So like I said, a documentary. I talked about the Department of Justice. I talked about the FCC. I talked about our government. Well, y'all always talk about us. So 2026, I'm going to talk about you. That's my nephew, Joe Davis, named after my father, Joseph Davis, the grandson of Joseph and Corrine Davis. All right. That's President Trump, and that's Governor Wes Moore. And these is the tapes, and we're going to play them like Watergate. I'm an artist, and I get shit done. Artist and activism. That's Mark Clark in the Big Fat Morning Show, and that's the Shorty Program. I gave you the Shorty Program, and the Shorty Program exposed the corruption and mass incarceration. I'm a political prisoner living in exile in my own country because I was making a documentary about mass incarceration. Political prisoner N62528. Yeah, I wear it on my back. See the big picture here? Yeah, racism don't work without black cooperation. Well, Mr. Conway got a hearing today. So when he come to that hearing today, I'm coming to the hearing. I'm the best of the best in Baltimore. Y'all made me famous for toilets. And I swore on the Bible. Yeah, that's Micah. That's the Stop Stitching video from 2006. That's Pastor Dante Hickman. That's Governor Wes Moore. That's Attorney General Anthony Brown. That's Ivan Bates. And that's the Maryland Black Caucus. Don't gamble with your future. Y'all left me in jail, and y'all ain't said nothing about it. So I made it into a movie. You've been blocking me access to the court. It's an MPT learning moment. That's the legal notice. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. I ain't a jailhouse snitch. That's jurisdiction, Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Lake County, Illinois. And that's Mayor Brandon Scott. I'm a copywritten criminal. And like I said, I was making a movie about your prison industry. Right here, P.O. Box 38. Please allow 30 to 60 days for an investigation. Nobody never did the investigation. Y'all keep talking about jurisdiction. That's David Trone. And that's Morgan State University, Dr. Sinclair. That's Dr. K from Morgan State University. And that's Judge Badar in Indivisible Baltimore and the money behind mass incarceration. See the big picture? That's Commissioner Davis. That's David Trone. And that's the FBI. That's Governor Wes Moore. That's Mr. Stokes. That's the 45th District. And that's the Honorable Anthony Brown looking for exoneration. You feel me? And that's to our elected officials. Mayor Brandon Scott got that. And Mayor Brandon Scott put me out this event the other day. All right. That's called public accommodations violation. All right. I had a seat at the event at the state of the city, but you didn't want me there. That's Mayor Brandon Scott. Everything you got to turn over. Yeah. We talking about white justice and black justice in the state of Maryland. We're going to go to the Supreme Court with this. Yeah. Dred Scott 2026, Public Accommodations Act. That's David Smith, and we talking about the money he spent on Ivan Bates. That's from 2007 to now. All right. That's David Smith, 2024. You file false charges against me and try to have me arrested for putting a toilet in front of your TV station. Man, it's legal for me to shit on you. That's Fox 45. And when they come out in the streets, I don't give them no air. I make Keith Daniels sweat. I make him whatever. FCC say you got shielding law. You can't use your laws, your cameras to demonize our black community. You went after Marilyn Mosby. Now you went after the Squeegee Boys, and now you're going after Brandon Scott. Isabella Cummings is getting paid by Fox 45 to be their attack dog. So when Isabella Cummings takes this report, make sure that she takes all the reports. Make sure that she gets the material from Xavier Conway. Make sure that she gets the material from Fox 45. Make sure she gets the material from Speaker Pena. And Speaker Pena got this on January the 3rd. You passed the CASA bill, but you ain't said nothing about my illegal incarceration. Make sure that you get everything from David Smith from 2007 to now. We talking about the money behind mass incarceration. That's Mayor Brandon Scott now. That's Governor O'Malley, and that's Get Shorty. This is parole and probation, all right? Department of Corrections. And it clearly states, Dwayne G. Davis, Google me, Bing me, Facebook and Twitter. DD Shortman at _9. I ain't hard to find. We rise. Yeah, we rise. So Governor Westmore, it's illegal for me to shit on politicians. 2026 is all about you. Everything you do, man, everything you say, that's the state of Maryland. And this is we the people. All right? We the people. I got a right to property. I got a right of freedom of speech. I got a right to do what I do and to show you my rights. I put it all on tape. We're going to play the tapes like Watergate. The state of Maryland, state of Illinois, the FBI, the Department of Justice, the Secret Service. Yeah. I did the same thing Martin did. Letters from a Birmingham jail. Letters to Zion.